drink. And alcoholism, it's...
Now we're at the Fulke Linnea Caves. Should get my sign out here. There's a flag that has it on it. You can read that. Postojnska Postjanska. And we're going into these caves with our group, selected group. This was an extra optional trip for 80 bucks a head. This was about an hour and a half, about 100 kilometers from Bled, 125 kilometers from Bled. Fulke's leading the group. Going to take her small 5 or 6 person group through the caves in a minute. This is one of the small trains they used to have, or maybe still have, going through a cave portion where they were doing some mining, and now they use it for touristic purposes. This sign is advertising the castle we'll go to after. That's the word, the Predjama Castle, a medieval legend. You'll see that. This gives you a feeling for part of the entrance level here. This stuff. Hello. And walking down into the... There's some birdies in there. And a 1944 brigade that was in here when the Nazis were doing their stuff. This was the rebels, the opportunists.
Be a side called English, and this is where you join the groups. Okay?
Not until you get in.
Look, it was pointing out they're attempting to make a tree out of a bush. Looks like a flowering bush to me. I guess it's lantanas. Yeah. Okay, here comes a train that's leaving. Another one's pulling. These are those little engines you're down here. Long train. I must pull a couple hundred people in here. Okay, we're on a train ride. Look at some of these big ceilings here. There's some bigger rooms, limestone caves. Interesting. This train is going about 10-12 miles an hour. These are long cave systems here. Wow. Whoops, that's low. Here's one of the little pools. Sign said no photography, so I'll just take this movie here. Keep moving on, going up to the ceiling. Yeah, I think you should go. Maybe you want to give the German. Fulke, give me a big smile and tell me what you think so far of this tunnel.
Of this cave?
Yeah, this cave.
It's pretty scary.
You like the train ride?
I'm like, ah!
It's too dark. Not enough light to show her there. She's passing by now. Holders. The souvenir shop. This is a well-done tour. 2 kilometers underground. Yeah, one of your friends.
Yeah, right.
One of the dinosaurs from 60 million years ago. He said there's two. There's a small, yeah, there's the small dinosaur under glass. All the symbolic dinosaur bird-like tendencies, and here's the big guy right next to him. Yup, 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 yup.
It says they traveled in.
So this is where we are now, the Yama Castle, built into the side of a rock, and we came from the caves, and there's the symbol of the caves from the below the castle. Now here is the castle, built right into the side of a rock. Beautifully done. There is a flag on top. That's probably the cave, some of the tunnels beneath it. Okay.
In this beautiful castle, he will share all stories with you, and I think that it's his word. Okay, when you come out, I'll be waiting for you over here. And then you will have time to take photos and go to WC before we leave.
So we'll go straight in. We'll go in that room in a second floor, so it will be a little exercise at the beginning. Yeah, we had some steps here. So in that room we will make a short break, and there. Predjama, do you understand what that means? Predjama. Yama is cave in our language. Yeah? Yama. Like Prostorska Yama. Prostorna cave. Pred means in front or before. So all together, then this would be a castle. Basically, this would be a castle in front of the cave. As I said before, military floor, there is a room for weapons. Here is a sleeping room and an alarm bell. It used to be an alarm bell, but it's a wishing bell now. So if you have a wish, ring that bell, and hopefully that wish will...
You'll be rescued.
Coming true. That's your wish? All right, good.
Fulke has a wish. If I die on this trip, we know her wish came true. Here's an old cannon sighting out over the village. This is where we came in from. And down there where the bus is parked is a linden tree that was planted on the casket, the corpse where Erasmus was buried. It's still growing 500 years later. He was killed 1484, so this is the 525th anniversary of his death. Big celebrations this year. So the castle was really used as a cave originally. Probably 1,000 years ago it was really a cave function, and then they slowly began building walls within it and extending it out to its current position today. These stairs here. Another secret passage. He told the story about Erasmus climbing up to the top of the rock and had a horse waiting, or he'd go to town and get supplies and come back. And the soldiers waited 1 year until someone squealed and killed him on his toilet with catapult rocks. And coming down now. Let's see the look on her face here. Look a little scary, Mutti. Take your time. Take your time, Mutti. Steel guide wires there. And this is the cave.
But nobody knows Slovenia.
New Zealand.
Yes, I wish it was New Zealand, babe.